wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch?
Hey guys, so we are headed out to the main homestead where we have all of our livestock at. So my husband's already left. I'm a little behind, but anywho, I have to go to the grocery store and do a walkthrough, and I also have to go to Tractor Supply and do a price check. So I thought I'd bring you along and take you on this little ride before we get into the store. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not. We would love to have you here on Tommy's Carolina Homestead.
Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town, I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it and the night is young, it doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody.
I'm back, fam. What's up? So we're outside of the Walmart in Lenoir, North Carolina, and we're about to head in and see what the stores look like. But I want to come on and just remind you to continue to stockpile as best you can with your budget. I know everybody doesn't have the same budget, so wherever you are in your journey, get what you can while it's in the stores. Some stores look better than others. You may have to go to more than one store to find what you need, but if you be consistent with it, your stockpile is going to build up. I promise you it will. And it's so much happening. I've been watching here and there, this channel, that channel, as far as news, and the BBC and all of that stuff. Y'all, it's to the point now where they're discussing nuclear situations. In a report that I saw last night, it was so disturbing. Just the thought process of it all was so disturbing that the big thing is, if the U.S. steps in or other European countries step in, NATO countries step in and help Ukraine, that is seen as an act of war, World War III. But the question is also, because a helicopter just went down this morning, where the missile that was used was a U.S. missile that was given to Ukraine. So Putin is looking at it as, is it still an act of war? Because even though you're not technically fighting in the war, they're using your missiles to attack us. And so he's going to use whatever reasoning, excuse that he can find to draw United States in and other NATO countries in. Yes, if Putin was to do a nuclear strike on the European countries, it would be devastating. It would be devastating, to say the least. But he could also attack here as well. And from what I saw last night, they were talking about New York wouldn't look the same, DC, nothing would look the same, okay? And they don't even know if the president would even give you a warning to let you know that you're about to be attacked, because it would only take 15 minutes for it to reach here. And they may not want to put people in that panic state for those 15 minutes before it hit. That is crazy to think about. I don't know how to prepare for that, so I'm just going to prepare for what I can prepare for and pray about the rest and let God have it, and hopefully touch everybody in the process. I urge you to get what you need. The prices are up, but they're not up on everything yet. So there's still some items that you can get to start your prepper pantry if you have not. Your rice, your beans, your other dry goods, your whatever you eat. Honestly, don't just get stuff that you don't eat, but you may need to get some stuff that you don't eat because it's cheap. Because the way things are going, we're not going to be able to afford this food. We're going to end up having to ration our own food, just like the DC mayor told the citizens there just last year. You need to ration your food. Don't worry about getting other stuff. You're going to have to ration what you have, because the other stuff is not showing up in the stores. So y'all, we about to go into the store and see what it look like. And it may be full of stuff. And hopefully people are taking heed and they are getting what they need now. And so I'll see y'all in the next video. Please give this video a like, share it out, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you here on Tommy's Carolina Homestead. So let's get into the store. So this store did have some empty spaces, some gaps here and there, but for the most part, they had a lot of supplies in the store. So if you're one of the lucky ones that have these supplies in your store, go ahead and stock up now. This is 2.25 pounds for $10.04. So as you can see, the gaps here, it's almost to the point where, can you even afford to make your kids some spaghetti? I don't know why I said that, because I've been craving spaghetti, but ignore me. So anyway, get what you can while you can. $16.96 for 2.5 pounds. It's probably maybe 10 pieces of chicken wings in here, if that. The price of food has stayed the same. In some areas, only gone up by a few pennies, but in other areas, it has shot up to the point where it's almost unaffordable. What's the person to do? Start where you can start. Get the items that you need now. I can't say it enough. And I'm not trying to say I know something is about to happen. Something's always happening, right? It's called emergency preparedness. So let's prepare for whatever we can right now while the stores have what they have in them. Some are getting supplies, some are not. It's just a hit or miss depending on what store you go to. But I encourage you to keep stockpiling your food as much as possible. I'm going to continue to stockpile mine and make sure my family has what they need, not just in food, but in medications as well. Things for the house, tools, things for the vehicles to keep them running, because you want to be able to leave if you can afford the gas to leave if you have to.